What's going on, everybody? Trev Wilson here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Ranch. Yeah. Oh, Maker's Mark Cellar aged 2024, baby. James B. hooking it up again. Cracked this sucker open with him and a bunch of other whiskey nerds at a recent trip to Kentucky, and he was like, yeah, go shoot a video of it. And that's what we're doing right now. So, give a brief overview. Maker's Mark Cellar Age dropped last year, 2023, depending on when you watch this. It was the first time we've had such an aged Maker's Mark before. 11-year and 12-year-old whiskey in it. The 2024, a special blend of aged barrels. 15% whiskey aged 12 years, 85% aged 13. So they upped the ante by a lot. Because I don't think there was that much 12-year. I could be wrong, but whatever. Not 13. Most of this blend is 13 years old. 59.65, 119.3 proof. So pretty proofy too, compared to what typical Maker's Mark cask strengths are. Hey, that's all we gotta say. Maker's Mark Cellar Aged. It's old Makers. Let's see how it smells, how it tastes, and if you should be trying to track one of these things down. I know they're pretty sought after. It's pretty hard for me to get them too, as the Maker's residential connoisseur. But man, aged Makers, yes. Dark color, nice and aged, love it. Oh yeah. Now, I have had this, we have tried this, so I have some initial thoughts. It's gonna be interesting going back to it to see if I picked up some of what we were saying when we first cracked it. But it doesn't smell as, what's the word I'm looking for, as drying, as oaky, as tannic. I don't wanna say oaky, because the other one, while the Cellar Age 2023 was pretty oaky, it was like there was a tannic thing to it, just a bitter, suck moisture out, and you could tell even when you're smelling it, like, man, there's gonna be something about that. This is there, but it really is allowing the super sweet notes. There's like a very red fruit, cherry, raspberry note that comes on this that I don't really remember from the other one, but then the age. So it's not age first, then the sweetness, it's sweetness first, then age. The oak kind of turns into this vanilla bomb. I mean, come on, it's Maker's, man. It's like ice cream. This super chocolatey vanilla Neapolitan. Okay, this is Neapolitan right here. Is it Neapolitan or is it Cosmopolitan? I think it's Neapolitan. This is Cosmopolitan, that's not it. All three flavor ice cream, all in one. Let's see, let's see the legs. We gotta look at the legs. We never do that. We gotta do whiskey stuff. Oh, dang. Look at those legs. I was gonna look and see what they say about it, but, you know, unlike their other bottles where they put a full freaking book on the front of their bottle, the Cellar Aged is simple. This is what I was going at. Like some of these, you know, coming whiskey videos that I'm doing. Maker's Mark, it's the book. I don't want to read all that. I mean, look at the heart release. Book. Information. Cellar aged. Simple. Clean. Crisp. None of that matters. Let's taste it. Oh. Dang, man. I am not used to Maker's Mark at that proof. It's punchy. I mean, that's like, this is new territory. Not really. They had the DNA series and all that, but just the way this comes off is crazy. I mean, that's like a perfect balance to me of a lot of oak, a lot of barrel, charry, oak characteristics, burnt vanilla, stuff like that. Perfect balance of a lot of that with a lot of sweetness. I'm still getting that red fruit thing that's going on in there, probably from the Maker's Mark mash bill. But then also, you know, that heavy ice cream thing that I love about Maker's, you know, like ice cream sundae. And honestly, it's quite shocking. Just the mouthfeel, the density of this is crazy. I mean, that's spicy as heck. I freaking like that. I like that, makers. Burn me more. The finish just lingers and lingers. Like I feel like I'm still gathering notes. I'm still tasting this. I'm in the Maker's Rick House right now, and I'm tasting dusty Makers. What's crazy to me is, I guess, compared to the last one, you know, the amount of oak on this is a lot of 13-year-old stuff. It's not like it's drastically different, not like drastically older. It's not drastically, you know, oh wow, it's way more complex because there's a lot more of a 13-year in there. If anything, I would say it's kind of the opposite, where I thought the 2023 Cellar Aged was way more tannic, way more drying. I think the oak was a little more astringent and bitter. It almost left you like your tongue just zapped all the moisture, whereas this, the mouthfeel on this is crazy. It's just like, it's making me salivate. All the tannins, or whatever happens with science, you know, my tongue is counteracting that. I don't even know if that makes sense. That doesn't even make sense to me, I don't think, but I'm gonna keep it because that's what's happening. This is why I don't batch shoot videos. Like, I don't even know what video. I've shot several videos, so I don't even know which one this is. It just makes me say things that I'm feeling. Now let me put it this way, because I know a lot of people, how much information can you really gather by me telling you, well, it smells like this and that? How does it compare to the last one? Is it worth picking up? Whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sorry to interrupt the video, future Trev here. So I shot an entire review over this 2024. I edited it, and then you just made it to this point in the video. Since filming and editing that video, I have opened my 2023. So what we're gonna do, I've said everything I said about this. Now we are going to side by side these two to actually get my final verdict between the two. Because the best way to know is to actually side by side them and see for yourself, see for myself. So I have the 2023 poured, 11 years. So 13% of this is 11 years, 87% is 12 years. You know, slightly a year younger than the other one. But how different are they? How do they compare? Which one's better? Which one should you go for? So I'm gonna interject. I'm gonna finish out this video that way. So yeah. So comparing them on the nose, the 2023. So the 2023 is definitely way more vanilla side of things. It really stands out when you side by side them, that the 2024 is more of the chocolatey, dark chocolate, almost getting into that bitter dark chocolate thing. But then the 2023 is so vanilla, it's almost even getting sweet red fruit, so almost banana split, vanilla ice cream, cherry on top type of thing. All right, let's taste them side by side. I forgot how good that bottle is. That's why I wanted to do this. And I don't know how I'm gonna edit this to make it make sense, because I don't even remember what I said about this one or what I inferred about this one, but this is why you need to try things yourself and on your own and see for yourself. It's definitely lighter, I feel like, on the palate, not as aggressive, not as mouth coating, but the notes that you are getting, definitely more vanilla forward. This is like vanilla milkshake, okay? It's creamy, but it doesn't have those dark, dense notes as much as this one did. It's got a little bit of the oakiness on the back end, but I don't know, it's pretty balanced between oaky and the vanilla side of things. I think it definitely reminds me of, you know, FAE 01 and 02. One of them was a lot more vanilla forward. The other one was a lot chocolatey forward. I have a feeling that's kind of what's going on here, is that this one is the vanilla sweeter side of things. This one's the chocolatey, you know, denser fudge type of thing. But let's try it just side by side to that one, and we'll see. I mean, even on the nose, I mean, it smells like just chocolate. It's dark chocolate and chocolate. All the chocolate. It almost, like just going directly from that one to the 2024 is almost like you're smelling like hot fudge. It smells, does that even make sense? Can you smell thickness? It smells like it's going to be thick. Let's try it. Definitely has some tannins going on. That's what's weird is I remember saying that this one had a tannic thing last year where it really sapped the moisture out of my tongue. I don't know, I really wasn't getting it tonight, so maybe it's just a night by night basis. I'm getting more of the tannins tonight from this one. Really up front, as soon as it hits your palate, it's like right on the sides of the tongue is just zapped of moisture. But I wouldn't say it's a detriment. I think the oakiness, you know, the 13-year-old barrels, maybe it just has a little more oaky characteristic imparted into the whiskey, and I think it shines through. But the overarching flavor on the 2024 is definitely chocolatey. I think that's definitely what happened. 2023 is vanilla, this one's chocolate. I'm honestly liking them both. I've done this several times. I did this on a live stream. I cracked this on the live stream, and I'm fairly certain I was like, I like this one better. And then in the original part of the video, the first couple of minutes of this video, I think I was going for this one. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I go back and forth, and I like them both. You know, that's the moral of this story. Is you're wanting an answer to a question that you don't even need to be asking. Get both. Okay. This little experiment has shown me that on one night I'm gonna like the 2023 better. On another night I'm gonna like the 2024 better. And at the end of the day, I honestly like both. I really don't think this one's bad. And I know a lot of people were saying, that's why I even started this, because everyone was like, oh, you gotta retry the 2023. Everyone's saying it's better. Everyone's saying it's better. I can see why you would think that, but I also don't think this is bad. Final verdict, we're wrapping this video up because I have no idea how I'm gonna piece this together. I really don't know which one to tell you is better. I think it all depends on you and your palate, and that's the big issue, is you want me to tell you how your palate is. I don't know. Simple, chocolate, vanilla. There you go. Can you get this one or can you get that one? There you go. Also, pro tip, do not overpay for these. Do not overpay for these. I think these are definitely good for what they are. As a maker's collector and fanboy, I've gotta have them. But do not go out of your way just because it has a 13-year-old age statement thinking it's gonna be the next best thing. If you can't get this, go buy you a Maker's Private Select and call it a day. Okay? There we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this disastrous editing. I don't even know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's bad. Whatever. If you're here, I love you. Like, subscribe. Go comment down below. Let people know what you think between the two of these. Which one do you like better and why? And until next time, I'm Trev Wilson. See you guys in the next video.